So
All
far,
right.
so far, all of my knowledge as of Waterdeep is complaining as a restaurant manager. Look at that guy. He got a cane. Okay, they're cool.
Okay. Welcome back, everybody.
Mhm.
Who here would be interested in giving us a recap for some sweet, sweet inspiration?
My notes say we found a tentacle monster and his half-orc wizard friend with Floon. They were holding Floon hostage, waiting for us. We were able to free Floon. Uh, um, the half-orc wizard was very clearly like the peon of the tentacle-faced monster who wanted nothing to do with us. Um, and I have a note here that says I have Rainier charmed for 1 hour. I cast a spell on him because he was stabbing other people.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there was
I remember me.
there was a bit of a problem, and Nim, you used a very creative solution to that problem. Any other notes for last session? Comments? I mean, anyone can feel free to add, but Nim, give yourself some inspiration.
Before that, I just remember that we were walking through tunnels.
We fought
Spent
a little tiny beholdery thing, but like a
That's
little
right.
weak one.
Yeah.
A
spent
little
many
grapefruit
hours.
sized one.
Right. Spent many hours in the sewers. Encountered, the little grapefruit sized beholder looking thing.
It's so gross. I don't know why that's gross, but it is.
Yes.
A little note from myself. Kaz found out how much it burns to have straight lavender in your nose.
Oh yeah.
Very
That's
nice.
all I got.
Yeah, and you, as Max has said, you were able to find the hideout where they were holding Floon. Were I got to say, surprisingly effective at sneaking past some goblins.
Thank you.
And let me get you on the right map here. And here you are. Oh, goodness. So we're down deep in the sewers under Waterdeep. And just a bit of housekeeping in case it hasn't been stated yet. Naya messaged me, and she's not going to make it this evening.
Okay.
Yeah, so we are going to soldier on. And here we are in this hideout in the sewers underneath Waterdeep with a rescued Floon who is clinging close to piety at this point, and Rainier, who seems to be following Nim's directions rather explicitly. What is the plan?
I'm just gonna look around this corner here.
One of these was a tapestry, right? Where that's the wavy thing right there.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what we've got here. All right. Nim, you're looking at what is essentially an empty room. Let me Hold on one second. Yeah, it looks pretty much empty, although you do notice that in this corner, the flagstone floor seems a bit loose.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to just lift that up.
Okay, that is not going to work.
All right, then I'll use my foot.
Okay, can you give me a strength check, please?
Ah, shit.
Thank
Oh,
boy.
hey, I've got a fucking jack of all trades for 14.
Yeah, that will do it. You can not really lift it, but sort of wedge it up enough that you can get your hands underneath it and start sliding it to the side, and you can see a secret passage.
I'll like steeple and like bounce my fingers together, and then I'll come back around, wait for everyone else, and just rock on my feet, waiting for everyone.
Okay. And let's see. Corsonis, are you looking in that room there?
Yeah, that was my plan.
Okay.
I remember going through the orc stuff because he's the one that had the spell book, I think.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I didn't know if there was anything else in that room.
Nope, this looks just like sleeping quarters, just shitty little straw mattresses on the floor. There do appear to be some manacles or something bolted to the wall, but nothing all that interesting.
I think this red circle is my defile ground. I will go ahead and let that.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, fantastic.
Be not defiled anymore.
Okay, excellent.
Purify ground.
I mean, it doesn't hurt any of us, so. But yeah.
There's a water. Let me just get this out the way.
Whenever the enemy ran through this hallway, she ran like up this staircase. Did I see like where she went exactly?
You did see where she went. This right here, they placed their weird looking staff into sort of a indentation that you can see that's sort of like a semicircle, right? And just walked through it and disappeared.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, there's a lot of doors in this room. Do y'all want to start opening them, or did y'all have something more interesting to do?
Oh,
Not quite. I'll come open doors.
And I found a secret door.
oh no! See that?
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that's badass.
Yeah, we might save that one for last.
That is true.
Okay. Where's all the doors? Yeah. Oh shit! Kind of drunk right now. Got a stab through the chest.
Oh, there's a door button. I forgot. Ah.
I can pull them from back here if we want it done safely.
You know what's the fun in all that? You know, it's just
fun in that
Not
is
dying.
being alive to go home and drink.
Yep.
And celebrate.
Well, okay. In that case, let's just go home.
But then we wouldn't know what's behind the doors.
There might be things. I will pull this door open.
Okay.
And back here.
Yeah, what you see in there is yet more sleeping quarters. No manacles in this one, however.
All right. Well, less creepy at least.
Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny. Okay, I picked the left door. Oh shit! There's a door button. Wait, where's the door button?
That's interesting. Where is the door button?
It's at the. You have to have your token selected.
Yeah.
And then a doors question mark button is at the top.
Oh,
And then
Doors?
there's also door push, which you can use to open a door next to you.
Whoa.
Means I can't
Oh.
open them remotely, which is why I said
okay, there. It's been a while.
Been a while.
Okay. So what you see in here is not a whole lot of anything. It looks sort of like a closet. But you do see a loose piece of flagstone.
Oh, can I go fuck with that? Can I go fiddle with it?
Sure.
Yeah.
How would you like to fiddle with it?
I'm gonna put my
As
fucking
if we
bare
haven't done
hands
this
on
once already. Okay.
We'll grip
Make
it.
make me a strength check, please.
I lost the strength rogue right here. 19.
Yeah. No problem.
Nice.
Slide that thing right aside, and you can see what looks like a little tunnel.
Oh. I'm gonna start going through the tunnel.
You're going to go through the tunnel? All right.
Okay,
Fantastic.
describe the tunnel. Is it just a tunnel? Or is it like... I'm gonna go through the tunnel.
All
I'm gonna go
right.
through it.
You're over here now.
Oh shit.
Wow. I'm gonna push this door. Dink.
All right. Let's hold on 1 second because...
Oh no, Katie, what did you do?
What did I do?
Oh, no. We're not worried about what Katie did yet.
Phew. As long as the weight's off my back. Good luck,
Right.
guys.
Well, I did say yet. Right?
Shit.
Right now, we're worried about what Kaz did.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Kaz,
Secret tunnel.
you see anything there?
Yeah, I see you.
I'm giving you the first opportunity to act since you've crawled through this tunnel.
I'm high.
What you see as you climb through this tunnel, right, is what looks to be the cellar of some building, right? There's boxes of stuff and like supplies and cleaning supplies and some foodstuffs in here. And what you see, right, is a small humanoid, right, who appears to have sort of a rat-like visage.
Okay. I see that he's like in the doorway. Is there anything in the doorway, or is it just like him standing there?
I mean, you can see him standing in the doorway, but he is small, but you can't really see past it. I mean, you can see sort of above him, but it looks like the ceiling to a room.
Okay. Does it look to be like his living area? Is he living?
Hard to say.
Okay.
I mean, this looks like a cellar of a building that is in use.
Okay.
Right. So it's not like, there's clearly boxes and supplies and things here that people are using. It's not some abandoned space.
Okay. I'm gonna sneak. I'm probably gonna just hide behind one of the boxes real quick. I
Okay.
don't know what box this is.
You want to give me a stealth check, please?
Oh yeah, here we go.
You got it.
22.
Yeah.
right. Let me.
What?
Okay. Where are you hiding?
We probably behind just one box.
Okay, you want to just? I'm just going to move you in the corner, and we'll say you're behind a
Oh,
box
yeah.
over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told you.
And so you're just hiding behind a box.
Yes.
All right. Fantastic. Okay, team. Let's check in with Piety, who
Oh no.
Floon is like your like just like too close, you know? Okay, you're checking in this room here?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Another sleeping quarters.
Perfect.
No. So I think the only door that has yet to be opened here is that door.
All right, nose goes. Orgzidia goes.
Who is Nose?
Forget it. I'll explain later.
Okay. What you see in here is it's similar to the all the other sort of sleeping quarters, with a couple notable differences. You see this slit in the wall, right? Which there is a short bow and a quiver with 3 arrows in it, leaning against the wall here. You also see a little pouch sitting next to a little pouch and a wineskin sitting next to the straw mattress that's in this room. And if you recall, right, at the very end of our previous session, a goblin came running out from this general direction.
Mm-hmm. I will investigate that pouch, see what's inside.
There are 12 silver pieces inside.
Neat. So yeah, I gather he was, watching through the peephole and came running when he was called.
Mm-hmm. He was supposed to be watching, but you all snuck past him and his friend on the other side relatively easily, but because they were sleeping, and then was awakened by the noise of the brouhaha going on in here, and hence came running out and was eviscerated.
Mm-hmm. Come out of the room. Yeah, nothing in there.
Cool. Hey, where's
A little
Kaz?
silver. I think the goblin was hanging out in there.
Oh.
Where is Cass? I'll
Yeah.
go check on him.
Hey, Kaz.
I don't see anybody.
Okay, well,
Smash cut sweating.
In that room, Exidia, you can see the piece of flagstone that Kaz has.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah.
Secret tunnel. There's maybe a tunnel in here, I guess. Maybe they went somewhere. That was probably not a great idea on their part.
I mean, we gotta go get them.
Hey.
Hopefully they're okay,
Floon and Nyx, we have to chase Kaz this way.
We'll come back for your other secret door. I promise.
Don't make me go in there.
All right. Do you want me to hang out with you up here and splitting the group? All right, you don't have to come with. Are you chill to like stay out here?
Am I what?
Are you cool to just stay out here?
No, I'm not cool.
Okay, all right, that's all right. Come here, buddy. We're gonna go sit down. So Buddy's just gonna like go sit down against a wall somewhere with Floon, just like, hey, do you want to talk about it? Just like here.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna try to crawl through this tunnel.
Yeah. I'm right behind you.
All right, I will move both of you.
Maybe Floon could stay with Rainier? Nope. Okay.
And at this point, why don't both of you guys make me a stealth check?
Haha.
Yes, gonna say I'm sure it'll be
Nice.
fine. What?
Oh my god.
Hey, Cass.
Yeah. The
Cass.
good news, right, is you can see as you come through here, right? This guy here is like seriously rooting through something, right? And is hyper focused on whatever he's looking for. So you guys come through undetected. That's what happens when the GM rolls a nat 1
Oh.
on a perception check.
Okay, so that perception check, I do not see Cass. Well, I mean, I thought it was gonna be in here.
I literally
Hey,
can't.
fella. Have you
God,
seen?
oh God! Hey! What? Hey!
Oh,
How did you get down
hey,
here?
Hi.
through the tunnel.
You guys work for Xanathar?
What? No.
Oh, hey.
Course Gray.
Well,
I will show my badge.
Oh no. I mean, we're just looking for our friend, you know.
okay. Well, look.
Some dark,
Me and my buddies here, we had sort of a live and let live thing going on with the people using the Xanathar Guild's hideout. We didn't ask any questions. They left us alone.
Okay.
So whatever it is you guys are or aren't,
no.
and he's looking at you, Chrysonis, that's your business, man. Like,
yeah,
y'all are just free to go. I got no beef. I got nothing to do with those people. Just leave me out of it, all right?
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
we're
definitely.
We're all cool. I am
We're just trying
curious
to find
what you're
someone.
up to, but not in like a I give a shit kind of way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, is there something we can help you find? I mean, we're looking for a friend, but like, we can help look.
Yes.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
we're
beans.
good, right?
You sound very. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Listen, I'm in my home of me and my friends that we all share.
Yeah.
And these people I've never seen before just show up through the secret tunnel that previously only Xanathar Guild members knew about.
We got rid of them. So we were just investigating. Yeah.
So
they're like your roommates.
Oh,
well,
holy shit.
We are moving in.
How many fucking people are here?
Okay.
What is going on?
That's I listened to the whole thing and I feel bad because I did intrude on your situation here. But I can also say the same thing for you. For what it looks like to me, you live inside the walls of whatever the fuck we are.
I mean, this is like a basement of some kind.
Yeah, it's very weird though that it was just a big fucking flagstone over it.
How about we just, go back through the tunnel and you get like a mason down here to like wall it off? Like, you really should.
Hold on. Couple things. One.
Okay.
Right? How many of you are there? Like, if we continue this conversation, are like 6 more of you going to pop out of somewhere? Like, what's happening?
Well, I mean, okay, so like the two of us came looking for this one, but like there are more of them back there, and if we don't go back, they might like follow like, hey, where are all our friends disappearing to? I hope they're okay. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, we should probably just go.
And everyone that was in there prior to you showing up, they're all, and he drags his thumb across his neck.
Well, not all of them, because like, and Corsonis will put his hand up to his mouth and wiggle his fingers, like squid face. That guy just left, but like,
so you killed everybody, and but that dude got away?
I mean, you say it like he ran from us, but that it wasn't that.
I mean, the rest of them were chums. That guy like wasn't fucking around.
No.
Were they your roommate or? Speaking of which, I'm sorry to butt in real quick. One of your roommates has like a half-eaten baked potato behind that box over there. I just want to let you be known.
Yeah, that's great. We're going to be packing up and leaving just as soon as possible.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, if I understand the situation correctly, the criminal organization that we had a live and let live agreement with, right? You just killed all of their members that were present, except for one who saw you do this and escaped.
Yes.
Corsonis gives him the blankest of blank faces and says, "The what now? Criminal what now?"
Okay.
You were just rescuing a guy that got kidnapped. I don't know what all this mumbo jumbo is about.
You know what, pal? Congratulations on rescuing whomever or whatever. If you want, you can use the stairs here, take you right upstairs and out back onto the streets of Waterdeep, and you can get your pat on the back for a job well done. Me and my buddies got to get out of here as soon as possible.
I hate Adam so much.
You're welcome, Cass.
Yeah, I mean, we got more like tunnels to explore, I think, first. But thank you for that offer.
Have at it, friends.
So you don't want the baked potato? That's what I'm hearing.
It's all yours.
Okay. Grab the baked potato.
All right, fantastic.
Start making my way back to the tunnel.
All right.
As you're leaving, but,
yeah.
What were you? What are you looking for? I'm super curious.
Yeah, I mean, it will just kind of be nagging at the back of my head the rest of the day.
I left a portrait of my mother down here.
Okay. I'm just gonna believe you, but it's come on, man. Be honest. Never mind.
So you killed all the members of a criminal organization.
You make it sound like there was a ton of them. There was like 5.
That were there at the time you showed up. You think there are only 5 members in Xanathar's guild?
These were just the ones stopping us from taking our friend back with us.
You know, now that you say it out loud like that, we do sound like we put ourselves in the fucked up situation.
You think? And
we're scrappy.
But honestly, that's y'all's business. And I'm fine with it. Right? My concern is that you've now put me and mine in jeopardy. And so we've got to go. And I'd sort of appreciate it if you'd leave me to that now. and stop calling me a liar, because I don't want to share my personal business with people who have jeopardized me and mine and made it so I have to abandon my home.
Okay, I totally get that. Do you have a fork
Yeah, that's
though
very
before I
fair.
leave?
We should leave. We should all just leave.
Yeah, take the stairs and get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
No, I mean we'll go through the tunnel, but yeah.
I'm not
we'll
gonna
go
trust your fucking stairs.
back the way we came so that nobody knows that like we even had this conversation.
This fucking
Then,
guy.
then you
even
don't have to
put them
worry.
back.
Yeah, what?
All right, bye,
Wonderful.
guy.
If you decide to leave this way, do me a favor. Do a once around the house, and assuming we're all gone, which we will be, burn it to the fucking ground.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do. We're in town. Like that's a good way. No,
It's. Do you have a fork? That's all I'm
It's-
going to ask one more time.
It's your funeral. What was that? I'm sorry, Oni.
I need a fork.
Dude, get
But-
the fuck out of my house.
Okay. Going up the tunnel.
Okay. I'm going to move you guys now. Fantastic.
Hey, y'all took a while. How'd that go?
Got a baked potato.
yeah,
Oh.
picked it up off of a basement floor. It's really gross.
Okay.
That'll
First, it
boost
tastes.
your immune system.
It definitely tastes good.
There-
No
there
salt,
was a-
but like it's okay.
there was a guy. He seemed pretty upset with us. But he said, if we need to get back to the surface, there's a way out over there.
Oh.
He did just request us to burn the house down on our way.
Oh. All right.
All right, on to the next one.
Okay. So does anybody have a fork?
What the hell is taking them so long? I'm just looking at Rainier back here.
Rainier,
Look,
sort of, he's got a pleasant enough smile on his face, right? And is looking at you, but you can tell the eyes are sort of dead, right? Like he's just waiting to be told, like, all right, what are we doing next?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here, arms crossed and huffing.
Cool.
All right, so
Good for you to show up again.
you found a tunnel.
Yeah.
I did.
Hopefully, it's
It
more
feels
exciting
like
than
4
the other
hours
one.
ago.
Oh,
sorry,
I mean,
there's
I'd
this
say
guy. And he
don't
just
be
wouldn't shut up.
dramatic, but like that seemed. I mean, you're a performer, so that just seems counterintuitive.
Rather rude. Discriminatory to my profession, yes.
All right. Who's first through this tunnel?
I'm going to flourish and gesture for someone to go through.
I'll go.
Okay.
This is not the stair.
Let me
Okay, wait,
move
no.
you through.
I'll go after.
Okay.
Heidi, you want me to stay with that guy? You can take this tunnel.
Yep, that feels fair. Floon, buddy, do you want to stay with my good pal Corsonis?
I'm the one that pulled you out of the orc's arms. Come here. Come on. You'll be fine.
Yeah, he's
I got
good
you.
people.
I
Okay.
got you.
Okay, thank you.
Secret
Uh,
tunnel.
All right. Secret tunnel.
I want to hang out with croissants and eat my baked potato.
Okay. All right. What you see, this is another cellar. This one is a little bit more neatly kept Excidia than the one you had seen previously, Piety and Nim. Obviously, this is the first one you've seen. There are some barrels here where clearly something is either brewing or fermented or just being stored. There's some boxes. They're sealed, so you can't really tell what's in them, but You know, looks sort of like they're not like crates. They're more like sort of trunks, like you'd ship stuff in.
Huh. Oh, I don't have a Dungeoneer's pack. Lame. Are they going to be easy to open, or are they going to be like prying nails open?
Are you going to try and open one?
I just want to look to see if there's like latches or if they're nailed shut. If they're nailed shut, I don't care.
No, it's just a latch. As far as you can tell, it's just a latch, and you don't see anything that looks like nails.
Great. I'm going to try opening one. I'm going to look inside.
Yeah, it just pops right open, and yeah, it's just some like cold weather clothes.
Cool.
They're all relatively small in size. They wouldn't fit any of the three of you. Too short.
What season are we in?
We are in, I think we're in summer.
Okay.
Typhoon, whatever that is.
Okay. Then we'll just move on, I think.
Okay. You want to go through this door over here?
I'd love to, but I've got a boy in the shower, so
Yeah.
move me if you would.
No worries. It's real simple. Is everybody going through the door?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just remembered that I'm a fucking wizard. Could I have sent my bat with someone?
Sure. Do you want to?
I'll have sent it with Piety because we changed spots.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
So,
do you have
keep an
control
eye
of your
out.
rat? Or bat?
Oh, bat.
Yeah, I think I've got you with a rat for your.
I have a bat right there.
Okay. Oh, awesome.
You want to
Fantastic.
pull that over?
Yeah, let me move that dude. Yeah, so you can sort of say, Floon, the poor guy, is like sort of tugging on your arm, right? And trying to talk to you and is appealing to Kaz. Like, what happened? Where did he go? What's going on?
I'm still here, Floon. I have no idea what you're saying, but I can feel you pulling on my sleeve.
Oh, God. I just want to get out of here. Meanwhile,
Yeah, me send back.
Nim and Xidia and Piety, you just see another room. It's got a couple portraits, right, that are just leaning up against the wall of what appear to be halflings is the subject matter of the paintings, and a set of stairs going up.
All right, guys. So there's a pretty good chance we're about to just like barge into like the living room of a family of halflings. So just try to be like non-threatening.
All right.
I know that's coming from the person with egregious horns and spikes and stuff, but maybe Piety, you take the front on this.
All right. Calico, is there like a trap door or something, or is it just like stairs that
It's
go
just
into
stairs,
like?
and there's a regular door right up at the top of this thing.
Oh, good. I'll knock on the door, I guess. This is a bad idea.
You knock on the door, right? And you hear a little bit muffled because it's through the door. You hear, oh my God, what was that?
Hey, just doing some routine maintenance.
Maybe we should just go. Maybe we should just go back.
I feel like this is.
Who's there? I've got a bat.
We do too.
Ironically.
All right, come on now. That's not necessary.
Well, yeah. What do you mean it's not necessary? You're in our home.
We were doing some routine maintenance on some tunnels, and we found some structural integrity issues, and we're going to fix it.
We thought we'd let you know.
Yeah,
there's a fault in your basement. A hidden tunnel. we advise you get a mason down here to close it. Okay, that's it. Bye.
Piety,
Yes.
could you make me a deception check, please?
Yes, I can.
All right. If you're with the Waste Disposal Guild, pass your credentials under the door.
I know how to forge things really quick.
I think we should just go.
I would like. Hold on. Give me a second. Oh, that's right. Oh wait. We leveled up, right?
You did.
Did we get our spell slots back?
Yes.
I'm casting sleep, and then we're leaving.
Okay.
And he's like, 1 second, ma'am. I have a lot of pop. Or that works. All right.
You hear 1, 2, 3, 4 sort of crashes, like bodies hitting the floor.
That'll be fine. I don't know why it took us that long to handle this, and frankly, I'm going to be entirely honest. If we were to think that there were going to be people living on the other side of that, why was this our approach? Let's go.
Okay. Is everybody going back to the group?
I was just following the tunnel that you found, and it happened to lead to this nice family's basement. Yes, let's go back.
Okay.
Is Floon eating the last piece of my baked potato?
Floon is looking at you like you're an insane person. Right?
No one in their right mind will eat a bit of that baked potato.
They don't even know where this baked
And here's
potato
the
came
thing. Floon's been a captive for like 2.5 days. Right?
We'll see.
And he's seen you like literally just eating this leftover baked potato like it's an apple. Right?
Well,
and with like 3 bites left, you're holding it out to him, and like he's just at this point he's like poking Corsonis in the shoulder even harder. Like, is your friend okay?
When we come back into the room, I'm just gonna
Floon,
loop
I can hear you, or I can feel you, but I can't hear what you're saying.
I just loop my arm through Rainer's and say, "Come on, darling, we're leaving." And someone said they knew where the exit was, right? Let's go.
Yes, right this way, through the tunnel.
Oh my god.
What was through the other tunnel? Wait, no, I was there. Never mind.
Okay. So let me do some arranging here so we can get everybody to fit. Oops. Because the crew has grown a little bit. Now, I'm still going to have to move some people so that the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, you have found an exit.
Where does it exit to, Adam?
I mean, I'm waiting for one of your party members to explain to me what their plan is.
Are there any railings on this thing?
I think you're asking us where we go now, right?
No, Oni's on it. Like, I know that Kaz will not use stairs.
Oh.
Okay. There's got to be something around this.
Kaz, what the hell are you doing? You all right? You got
trying to get up.
There's stairs right here.
So step on the
you just step on this one and then on the next one.
Y'all sure y'all don't want to go to other? Like, y'all really want to trust that
if
guy?
you figured it out, I don't know what might be wrong with you. I'm sorry.
I mean, you can stay in the basement. Maybe you'll find another potato.
As
Is there another potato around here?
I got you, bud.
Oh my god, thank you.
I cast jump on Kaz.
I was just gonna have Rainier carry him. Otherwise,
I was gonna offer to piggyback right off the stairs.
I'll take all
Although-
three.
Just watch your head.
I'm gonna be entirely realistic. We should not be expected to figure out how you get upstairs on going.
Y'all offered this to me. I didn't ask.
Give me.
Did you have a plan?
Do I have a plan? There's never a plan.
Are you, Kaz? Are you trying to jump this set of stairs?
Yeah, fuck it.
All right, give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh yeah, we got to do
Can
acrobatics.
I guide him before I see this about to happen?
Okay.
I don't think so. I think,
Okay.
I think
tried,
he's in
buddy.
deep enough trouble.
Okay. Does the jump spell?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
But I mean, I'll adjust for that, right?
Natural 20.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah, the roll was to like not get the distance, but to target the right.
To be fair, stairs are not built with like
right.
a
And
ceiling that goes up. It's
that's exactly
angles.
right. I mean, this roll was for things like, do you smack your head against the ceiling as you're leaping?
And then land on the stick.
Concussion.
Right. Like items like that. But literally, like, Piety is pointing out, like, she sees you backing up to make a run for this for this jump, and Piety's pointing out, like, watch your head, that ceiling, and you wave her off. Like,
I
just-
wink.
but I got this.
Hey,
Right?
you might want to. Forget
You've
it.
jumped so many staircases.
Trident gum commercial wink. Actually, I got this. I have expertise against stairs.
Interesting. All right.
All right. So everybody else heads up in a more conventional manner, I assume.
Right, using
Right,
our
or-
fucking feet.
Right. Or I mean, was this display so inspiring that no, I assume everyone else is just climbing up these stairs. And what you see when you get up there, right, is what appears to be, a home, right, that looks like it has been ransacked. Right? And there's nobody, not a sound other than y'all.
Oh, we gotta go back. Gotta go back.
I knew it. You can never trust stairs.
I'm
it's-
turning around.
It's fine. The guy we spoke to said they were going to ransack and leave. He just asked us to burn the place down on the way out, but that's not. We don't actually have to do that. That's a bad idea.
Be seen leaving the place that was robbed? I'm going back the way we came.
It wasn't
let me
robbed.
be
This
clear.
was their house.
Yeah. Like you don't know that it has been robbed, right? It looks like it's been ransacked.
He said this was his place. It's fine.
We already trusted the fucking rat guy to come up.
I mean, we
Might as
could-
well keep going.
Our other option is to break into someone else's house or walk back through the sewers with this guy. And he hooks a thumb at Floon.
I'm just saying, perhaps leaving this particular vicinity after what we have done down here, which has been an unmitigated killing on multiple accounts, is perhaps incredibly dangerous for us, and we should be taking that into consideration.
I mean, somebody already saw us and got away. So, like,
Oh,
I
great! So
feel
it's
like-
fine if the rest of the city. Yeah, let's fine. Let's go.
Well, okay.
sounds great. I walk out the door.
All right. You are on the streets of Waterdeep, deep in the dock ward. How about everybody else?
Yeah, I'll follow.
All right.
I follow.
yeah, y'all are out on the streets of the dock ward. Like the house you're exiting looks a little strange, right? Only in that, like, it looks like people have left in such a hurry that people have left through like every exit available. Like there's clothes that have been caught on like second story windows if people have like bolted out. Like whatever happened, people left in a hurry. But you've got Floon and you've got Rainier, and it's about let's call it like 4 in the afternoon.
Is there anything to be seen as like an event or thing or like direction people are avoiding or leaving from?
The dock ward is completely normal. All right, people going about their day, and Nim, you in particular, right? And Piety, you would also have a sense of this, but Nim, I believe you've been here longer, right? The two of you would recognize this as, wow, this looks like an absolutely average day at the dock ward. I mean, even like though the house that you're exiting looks weird, and maybe you're more tuned into it because some of you have had some conversation with one of the occupants, right? But even people walking past it, like they'll look over their shoulder at it and just sort of shrug and keep moving.
How's that, Floon? Sunlight up ahead? Feel better?
Oh, God. Oh, thank you so much.
All right. We got to go find... And spins around, clearly completely lost. Volo? Back to the yawning portal. That way? Is it that way?
I like grab one of your shoulders and then your hand like arms around you and turn you.
That way.
All right. Let's see. To the yawning portal. Let's just for flavor here. Let's call this back up. You arrive at the yawning portal, right? Which is, I mean, business is bustling. It's, it's 4:30, 4:45 in the afternoon. The crowd's a little bit older. You can see as you approach, there's a sign out front that says early bird special, which might explain that. As you enter, right, you see, like I said, it's bustling. Actually, everybody make me a perception check.
I think I hear Tyler getting ice cream.
Nice.
Oh,
right, fair
fuck,
enough.
Nicole. Sorry.
Excellent. Kaz and Corsonis, right? You clock. Oh, actually, Kaz and Corsonis and Exidia, you clock sitting either at the same table they were last time you saw them, right? Or maybe one table over, right? It's little Theo and his family are back, right? Theo is screaming at the top of his lungs about somebody going down into the yawning portal. And here you are as you sort of enter deeper. One of the bartenders, Exidia, gives you a nod, right, of recognition. It just says, want me to fetch Durham?
If you wouldn't mind.
Sure thing. Right? And goes into the back. A bit later, where is it? My man Darnan comes out, right? And just, holy shit. That didn't take you. I mean, we knew you found Rainier, right? But you managed to find Floon too. Oh, Volo's gonna be thrilled. It's not here right now. You guys want to?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What?
Yeah,
I just am walking to the bar.
Okay. Oh well, yeah, excellent. He motions to the same bartender that nodded to y'all initially and says, "First round's on me. I'll go send word to Volo to get his ass over here."
Sounds good. You'll have could we get maybe a bath, a room with? There's a lot of blood in my fur.
Oh, yeah. Who all needs to get cleaned up first?
I shoot my head
I mean,
out.
This doesn't have to
I
be
can
first.
just.
I can.
I will prestidigitate.
Yeah.
I can just.
Oh, hey, sweet.
I would like
I
to
don't
take
really
a
like
bath.
baths anyways.
Yeah, I do. I think
Okay,
a nice
so
bath.
it's just one bath. Is that?
I mean, if you have like a room that we can put this guy,
You know
when
what?
you get Floon,
What?
he's just a little like.
Whoa, yeah, he is a little. That's on me. That's my bad. I'm sorry. Why don't I
What's going on
get?
in here? Yeah.
Why don't I get all y'all a private room? Right.
Oh,
It's
fantastic.
right. It's a big enough room for all of you, including Rainier and Floon, right? We'll have some drinks and some food brought in. Not quite as much sensory overload as the main room here. Maybe a way for you to readjust. You think you'd be a little bit more comfortable there? And Floon just whimpers in response to that. Right. And off you go to a back room. I'm so tempted. I won't do it. I just need to let everyone know. I'm so tempted to make this a just semi-attached structure that's up like 3 flights of stairs, but I'm not going to do that, Kaz.
I will spend all day just rolling acrobatics and strength checks just to
I
get
understand.
backstage.
Right. I just needed to point out that you've given me this little toy to play with, and like a cat, I can't stop batting it. But you're in this room. Drinks are coming. Food is coming. And you are currently waiting for Volo. Anything y'all would like to do or discuss while you're waiting?
So how are we all feeling after seeing minor illusion like tentacles off of like
Oh.
Rainier's face?
Oh,
Oh,
That was definitely unnecessary.
see,
I was about to say. I
yeah, that
remember
was-
what it looked like.
Like just
Yeah.
a little, like some fingers in front of the face would have been fine.
Yeah. Burned in my mind. Thank you.
Floon buries his face in his hands.
okay.
Fighty
Okay,
gives him a good
buddy.
little pat on the back.
You want a potato? I get you a potato, man. I don't know why I'm making this potato thing something. Okay, but no, for real, how's everybody doing? We just hung out in the fucking sewers for a couple, hours. And
I wouldn't
that
really call that hanging out. But yeah, I mean, it smells bad in here. Well, not so much anymore, but
you know what I mean. You get the gist of what I'm saying, though. Is no one wants to spend the afternoon in the sewers.
So, Floon, while they had you, were they asking you any sort of questions, or were they just waiting for dear Never Ember here to come and find you?
Well, at first they kept telling me to admit that I was Never Ember, and then when that one showed up and he sort of wiggles his fingers from his chin, they stopped asking me to admit that I was Never Ember, and instead wanted me to contact Rainier or to tell them where he was or how to get in touch with him. But I don't. I mean, we're friends, we're drinking buddies, but other than meeting at a bar from time to time, I don't know any of that information. I don't know. I didn't have anything to tell them, and the one in charge kept telling them to just kill me and get it over with. But the half-orc kept insisting that this would work and that he'd get them the information they needed. And, well, I don't know how much longer I would have been able to hold out if you all hadn't shown up.
Huh? I don't suppose they let's see. They didn't mention anything of the Stone of Galore, did they? To you? But if it perhaps did you hear that they might have had it or were wondering about it?
Well, I don't. I mean, I'm sorry, my memory's not very good. It's so terrifying. I think they were talking about a stone or a rock, and they wanted it, but I mean, I could get them any number of rocks, but I don't know what they were talking about.
So they don't have it anymore. For sure.
Maybe we should let them calm down a little bit first. It was a lot of things they just went through. Maybe give them a little break.
Just wondering where the stone may have gotten to. Let's see. It was said that Xanathar's Guild had it, and then supposedly it was taken, and dear Floon here has, in fact, solidified the certainty that it is no longer in their possession, if it ever was. Who do you think has it now?
Oh,
I guess whoever stole it originally. They said it was stolen from. I mean, that doesn't. We can't exactly. Well, I mean, I guess we could try to go ask this Xanathar, but that doesn't
I don't think that
seem
would
like
be
the sort of thing
okay.
we should be doing. Yeah.
Yeah, we really can't know who took it as of right now. Kind of out in the air. maybe we can just focus on this win as of right now. You know, get a big room, a bath. Fluent is okay. We're not dead. There's a little tentacle thing over the chin.
I minor illusion one on you.
Nice.
Oh, come on.
At this
That's full
point,
on screams.
food has arrived. Floon is gorging himself.
So you did
Rainier is both comforting him and trying to get him to slow down in his food consumption. And another round of drinks show up, and it's not long before the door swings wide open, right? And a familiar face of Volo, however you pronounce his full name, because it's preposterous. Volathamp, what is that? Oh, that's not bad. Volathamp Gedram, right? Bursts through the door. Right. Friends. I've chosen wisely in the team I've put together. Not only have you rescued my dear friend Floon, but as we've established already, a noble of Waterdeep in Rainier. Excellent job, well done. I see you are enjoying the perks of successful endeavor and feasting on some of the finest food and drink that Waterdeep has to offer.
Yeah, about that.
Sure.
The bartender said that the first round was free, but they did just bring us a second round, like without us asking, and like, I mean, I'll pay for it.
Don't
but
mention another thing. Round number 2 is on me, clearly.
Okay, so what after that? What about the next round?
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
I just like want to make sure we all on the same page.
Well, what do you say we cross that bridge when we come to it?
Okay, Mr. Volvo.
There was a lot going on down there that
Oh, well, tell me everything. You know I love a good story.
okay. I will.
Okay. Anything you highlight in particular for him? Anything you want to stress or anything you want to leave out?
I will leave out traumatizing the halfling family.
Okay. Excellent.
We just found another passage that led to a house.
Mhm.
End of that chapter.
Oh, well. Very good. And as is said, keep the blood off the streets. And that you've done very well. Very well. And he appeals to Rainier. See what value there is in being a friend of mine? Look at who I send after you. Only the best. Rainier just sort of nods and goes back to comforting Floon. I know that compensation was promised for undertaking this endeavor. I imagine you all are most excited to receive that, yes?
Oh, yes.
Absolutely. Always.
Yes.
Definitely, I guess.
Do love a gold.
Well, given the stupendous success that you all have made, what say we take care of this first thing tomorrow? I will put you up at the same inn you stayed at last evening for tonight, and then meet me back here in the morning, and we will begin the process of making sure you are amply rewarded for your endeavors.
I narrow my eyes at him.
Is this guy trying to jip us?
Can I can I try to help Flume calm down?
Okay, we got a couple things going on here. So let's first Nim and Exidia, right? Are you just being fussy, or are you actively trying to discern something at this point? I'm unclear.
I think I'm just being fussy because I
Okay.
feel like the idea of being told go somewhere else and come back here tomorrow for your reward sounds super fishy.
Okay.
But I, as a player, do not intend to act.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
I'm feeling a little suspicious and
Okay.
would like to see if I could insight. on
Right.
him.
You want an insight check to see if he's trying to ditch you.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll me an insight check. Okay. It's hard to say. I mean, it sounds weird, right? But as he continues talking, he is talking about making preparations and wanting to make a big deal of it, right? And in the short time you have known him, you know that he is a braggart and likes to be the center of attention, right? And so, on the one hand, right, it makes sense that he'd like to try and craft some scenario where he is the cornerstone, right, of this plan that rescued a noble, and that as many people are aware of that as possible, right? On the other hand, it does sound weird. Like, why not just give you your shit now?
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely meet back up with you. If say something comes up and we can't make it or you can't make it, is there somewhere else that we could
No. You have to make it. There's no you can't make it. You will have to be here.
All right.
I mean,
Okay.
you should.
Well, what if you're not here? Like, what if you get ill or something?
Well, there's little chance of that with a constitution like mine. I have no concern of, maybe the best thing to do, more expensive, but maybe the best. How about if I put us all up, or put all of you up here this evening?
Oh, no, I greatly appreciate that.
I mean, I thought maybe, well, I'll put you all up here. I will take Floon home. He can meet up with us again tomorrow morning, and I'll return here, and we can celebrate your great victory throughout the evening and do compensation in the morning.
Oh. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't get kidnapped again.
Could I try to take note of a specific piece of jewelry or something that seems like that I've seen him in before, something like that he wears on his person? Just look at it and make myself a little bit familiar to it.
Sure. Among the significant amount of jewelry that this man is wearing, right? He has a very ostentatious pinky ring, because of course he does, right?
Mhm.
That it's like a platinum band, right? With a giant V, right, in gold, right, on it. And down each, I guess, slant of the V are small gems. They look like diamonds, except at the very upper leftmost tip, there is one ruby.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. So, are we in agreement?
We'll see you here tomorrow.
Oh, no, you'll see me here in an hour. I'm going to get Floon home, and I'll be right back, and we're going to celebrate all night. If you're here, I don't have to worry about you showing up here in the morning, so we are celebrating all night.
Very reasonable.
True. Very true.
Hey,
And
I see no problems.
he sort of scoops Floon up almost like he's picking up a pile of wet clothing. Like that's how just sort of defeated Floon is, right?
Over the shoulder, wet rat.
Right. Like and I mean, in fairness to Floon, like he's been a captive and tortured for 2.5 days. Like, man's had it rough. And he's a commoner. Like, all right. So
Oh no.
right. So the two of them fuck off. You are left to your devices in this private room for a bit. An hour goes by. An hour and a half goes by. 2 hours go by. They're not super frequent, but like rounds of drinks do continue to show up, right?
I will stop after the initial 2.
Okay. Okay.
I'm still on the third one.
So y'all think we're ever gonna see him again?
No.
Yeah, are we getting totally scammed here or what?
I mean, I don't see why, because, I mean, Durnan's going to know how to reach the guy, right?
2.5 hours go by.
Worst thing comes to worst, we did a good thing for another person.
I want to get paid. Maybe
Yeah,
he
I
got
like
stuck in
paid.
traffic.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I'm
like
sorry.
9:30 at night, right? And you guys have been pretty well taken care of in this room, you know. And at about somewhere between 9 and 9:30, the door swings open again. Friends, I return. What? I trust that you've started the party without me.
Son of a bitch.
You scared the hell out of me.
Yo,
Oh
we
my
were
God.
like another
No.
like 5 minutes away from like, you know, tracking you down, and you know we can track people down.
What? Well, I know that for certain, but there's no reason. I got a little waylaid, but as I promised, I am a man of my word. I said I would be here, and I am here.
All right,
Yep,
all right.
yep.
Kaz, you have a pretty high
Oh, fuck.
passive perception, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Volo now reeks of alcohol.
How fucked up does he look compared to the smell of alcohol?
He doesn't.
He did brag about his constitution earlier.
Yeah, he did. You know, I'm just going to let that slide.
Well, wonderful. It's so good to be back amongst, let's be honest, and to call you what you are, heroes. Rainier's rescuers, to Rainier's rescuers, shots, we need shots in here. And he starts slamming his fist on the wall, right? And screaming for shots, apparently to no one.
We fucking do, and I'm gonna leave this room.
Yes, no, now that Floon's gone, correct, excellent idea. We should join the rest of the party. And he's following you out, and he is screaming, right, about Rainier's rescuers and doing shots, and like most of the patrons are like, the fuck is going on? Like, just this guy's making a ruckus, right? But other patrons, right, are sort of joining in with the cheer and getting excited. And, right, I mean, I will share this because it's not difficult to figure out, but those that the degree to which people are buying into this revelry is directly proportional to how inebriated that guest is. You know, like people that have shown up just for a meal, right? And maybe to see the quote unquote adventurer's journey into the portal, unquote, right? They seem like they look at it like, oh, is this going to be some excitement? And they're like, no, it's just some fat drunk and his friends, right? Whereas other people are like, oh, sweet, it's a fat drunk and his friends. Like, this is awesome.
I think I'm gonna
yes,
get this fucked up so I can be like on his level because I'm enjoying the energy, but I'm too sober for it.
yeah, no worries.
And then I will do whatever I can to like actually coherently display the story that he is trying to explain to everyone else. But I
Okay.
will toe the fucking line of getting thrown out for performing without a permit.
Okay. Great. We'll get back to that in a second. Right?
Yeah.
Let me hear what other people are planning on doing, just so we can sort of craft a whole scene here.
I think Kaz is babysitting all everybody who gets a little too drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So Volvo, I'm gonna keep calling him Volvo.
Okay.
And them so far.
Mm-hmm.
Exidia is also drinking. They wouldn't turn it down.
Okay.
They're very suspicious, but not gonna not drink.
Okay. So we've got Exidia and Nim are both drinking. Kaz is Exidia and Nim are both drinking in excess and not necessarily matching Volvo. Now you got me saying it. God damn it. Not trying to match Volo drink for drink, but trying to match that vibe, trying to match that energy, right?
Correct.
Kaz, on the other hand, is not trying to reach that energy. Kaz is trying to stay relatively sober, like not stone cold sober, but trying to keep his wits about him. Try and make sure that none of the rest of this little grouping for the evening gets too far out of control. Is that correct, Kaz?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. Piety and Corsonis?
Piety's in the Kaz boat.
Okay.
Getting drunk, but not Volo level.
Okay.
My singular Heineken.
Nice. Yeah, right. That one bottle that you're just holding and nursing all evening. Yeah.
It's empty 15 minutes in.
Right.
You're still pretending.
Yeah. Corsonis, how about you?
Oh man, I am torn between Corsonis maintaining operational awareness 'cause he just got a promotion. He's feeling good, and that's what he's going to try to do, and he is going to fail.
Awesome.
I am gonna say of all of the other party members, Corsonis is the one Nim peer pressures the most.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so
No, I've already one
more.
Okay. No, didn't like that. Got to chase that with something else. Can I get
chase that the rum, the good rum, the top shelf, not that. Don't go to the well. The top shelf rum yes, that will wash out that taste very well. In fact, we should all wash out that taste. What taste?
Hey, I learned about one thing. Whenever I was pretty new here,
Yes.
It was a Baldurian sunset. And
God.
boy, it's good. Exidia is not at all holding back in any way whatsoever, just by the way.
Volo is enchanted, is super excited about this, right? And it like is matching you in tone and story for story, right? And it's not hyper focused on you, Exidia, as in the individual, but it's hyper focused on that energy. So anyone who's bringing that sort of energy, right, is immediately like embraced by Volo the drunkard. And I mean, it sounds like Corsonis that you work hard initially, right, to try and maintain that operational awareness, but just this relentless high energy, positivity, you know, and encouragement to join in the festivities from Nim, primarily from Nim and Exidia, right? Although you're also getting it from Volo, it's just not quite as effective from him. But the three of them, right, slowly wear you down, as do the drinks that you consume. As you agree to one, it's easier to convince you to have the next one until you're right there with them. It sounds like Piety and Kaz, right? You are happy to hang out and happy to witness this. I'm curious as to whether the two of you are sort of taking flanking positions on this drunken gaggle that's going on, right? Or are you hanging out together and keeping each other company, right? While the drunks drink.
Piety's way too amused to not follow them.
Okay.
Like, she's hanging out.
Cool.
I'm
right.
hanging out too.
Okay, so both of you, it's not so much that either of you are keeping your equivalent of operational awareness or trying to keep an eye out. You're definitely digging the vibe, right? It's just not feeling like getting hammered this evening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Get a little buzz going.
Okay. Fantastic. So, yeah, the evening wears on. Y'all have an exceptional time. Like, I would like everyone to reduce the amount of gold they currently have. Actually, that's not true. I would like Corsonis, Exidia, and Nim to reduce the amount of gold they have by 10%. And just roughly, like, no one's checking on it, right? But yeah, like, this is just an indication that you've been up most of the night drinking, and as happens on many of those occasions, you're not really sure who is paying for drinks at some point. Like, drinks got paid for, but it's fine. Like, no one's coming after you for a bill, right? Now, in addition, right, I seem to recall that Nim, you wanted to do a performance of some sort. Is that correct?
Not legally.
No. Like, I understand. As it currently stands, you can't perform legally, so that's not an option for you. Right?
I think the intention is that, like, I have my drunken companion here who is trying very hard to get everyone else excited about the thing we did, but he's telling the story all fucking wrong because he doesn't know the story. So that's I don't think, like, I like, there's like a few instances of, like, going to pull out the loot and be like, no, I can't, like, I will get caught, no, I can't, but, like, then just, like, telling the story kind of, like,
here's
majestically with,
right. So
with
here's how I'm envisioning this, right? And feel free to jump in, correct anything you think would be different, or I'm wrong, but we'll just start building something here. So Volo, right, as the evening wears on, right, he starts recounting the tale of the rescue of Rainier and the rescue of Floon to all of you. Right?
Yeah.
You know, he's heard you guys tell it, right? But it's such a great story. And in his mind, like, he put the team together, right? He's the Charlie of Charlie's Angels in his mind, right? And so he's now trying to retell this story, right? And as he's missing details or getting things wrong, whereas some of you, right, are either happy to listen to this buffoon engage in his buffoonery, right, or perhaps like not even listening closely enough to really catch the things that aren't correct. Nim, you're not only catching all of these, right, but you're having none of it, right? And as soon as he fucks up some detail, you're not in a mean way, but you're interrupting, right, to augment or correct what he's saying. And with each
But
one of these, yeah, go for it.
I am not necessarily correcting him with the truth. I am correcting him with what is more interesting.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Even better, right? And each time you do this, right, two things are occurring. One, right, is each correction or addition you give is louder than the last, right?
Yeah.
And each correction or augmentation that you make, it goes on longer than the previous one.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And so the effect is that slowly but surely, right, you are taking over, right, the telling of this story. And at some point, you don't pull out the loot, right, but you realize that you're competing with Volo, right? And he might be a good and potentially even a great storyteller, but he's not a professional like you are. And so you stand on a chair, right?
And that's when I get in trouble.
And start talking. Now, what I would like out of you is a performance check.
Okay.
Right?
Oh my god.
Would you believe
Okay.
I don't take this as a skill?
Yeah.
Right. And slowly but surely, like, people at tables around you, right, they're turning around and they're sort of looking at you, and pretty quickly, like, people are getting pretty enthralled and invested, right, in this story that you're telling, right? And that includes Volo, who's given up any attempt, right, to tell the story and is just looking on with, you know, eager anticipation, right? And this goes on for maybe 5 or 6 minutes, right? And you can see bar staff starting to move towards the table.
I stop abruptly and sit back down in my chair. I am mid-sentence and just stop.
Okay. Volo turns around and starts berating the bar staff. Volo's furious.
You didn't tell them about the baked potato. Gross.
It sort of didn't paint us in a great light, which is why I deliberately ignored it.
You know, it was just a baked potato. Y'all were making it a little
It was
bigger.
a sewer
It's
baked potato.
Absolutely not just a baked potato.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
You know, it was good. Y'all
Look.
didn't try it. So
I've eaten plenty of food off the ground, but it's
Right.
not something to be proud of, okay?
this was in another man's home. This was not the sewer.
In their basement!
I'm not
Behind
going
the
to argue
crate.
with you. You're just a little drunk. I'm
Okay. Meanwhile, like, Volo is looks like he's attempting to start a brawl with the bar staff, right? But the bar staff look like they've been through this drill, not just in general, like clearly they've been through this drill in general a bunch of times, but they look like they've been through this drill dozens of times with Volo. Like none of them are remotely concerned about anything that's going on. And they are just sort of like passing him around and pushing him back and forth a little bit until he gets confused and a little dizzy and a little winded. And he sort of bends over and puts his hand on a chair and starts breathing deeply. And the bar staff just walks off and leaves him there. Right.
Oh my god.
And he sort of like when he catches his breath, he sort of comes up and was like, where were we? Oh, yes. And and he continues telling the story. Right. So this sort of revelry goes on. I assume at various points, y'all retire and call it an evening.
Really, really late.
Okay.
I got that fucking elf shit.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Oh,
I've also gone up
Fantastic.
real late.
I'm a fucking elf too.
Not until I am carried away.
Okay. And you know what?
Carry Corsonas up!
Right.
Oh my god.
Piety, you're carrying Corsonas up?
Yeah!
Okay. Do me a favor.
Oh no.
Make me an athletics check.
Oh god, I'm not strong at all.
Can I-
Inspiration, darling. You got it.
Can I help?
It's okay, it's okay. It's not okay!
Roll a
Okay.
d6.
Okay. Where is it? Dink. Yeah,
Okay.
that fits.
Can I try to help? Come on. I don't know.
Okay. Here's what happens, right?
Okay.
You're able to pick him up initially, right?
Okay.
But you're just not used to carrying another humanoid,
Yeah.
right? And so you can feel him sort of slipping and sliding, right? And it's not like he's going to slip and then thud to the ground. Like he's just slowly sinking out of your grasp
Buddy,
Right.
you're a little dead weight right now. I need you to help me out
Right.
here. Come on.
down
all
towards
right.
the ground. And there's a couple times where you like make a grab or a scoop and it looks like you've got him for a second, but you don't have him. And he just continues to slide. At this is Kaz sees this, and this is when he swoops in. Okay, Kaz, give me an athletics check.
Oh my god.
Help me, buddy. Oh
Okay.
my god!
Oh.
I am just flailing.
Right. Kaz,
No,
Kaz,
we did still part. We're his rescuers.
right. Kaz reaches out.
I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go see Barry. Barry needs to know what we did.
I'm casting this on Corsonas.
Oh my god.
Wait, you're casting that on Corsonas. Okay, which ability are you?
I know, I'm deciding.
Okay, great.
Strength.
Meanwhile, right, Kaz, you reach out to make an attempt, right, to help Piety, right? At the same time, just as you're reaching out and you're about to like grab a shoulder, is when Corsonas makes the proclamation that we just heard. We're Rainier's rescuers. I'm gonna party till the night. And his arm shoots up in the air, and he sort of, makes a twist, and that makes Piety twist. And so instead of grabbing Corsonas by the shoulder, you accidentally poke Piety in the eye, and she lets go of Corsonas, and he falls to the ground.
Motherfucker, Kaz. I know you didn't mean to.
Where's Barry?
Corsonas, you all right? All right.
Where's
Okay.
what?
Yes.
What?
You want to get an arm? I'll get an arm. You get an arm. We go.
Yeah.
All right. She's still holding her eye with one hand.
Okay.
This is gonna be this hard.
All
He's
right.
slippery. Oh, no.
Let's try the following.
Please don't.
Corsonus, right? Now with Bear's endurance, right? You've got advantage on constitution checks. So you recognize, well, let me ask, right? Are you trying to work with Kaz and Piety, or are you working against them?
Presumably the alcohol has a
Mhm.
Jesus, that is a lot of temporary hit points. I don't know if the spell sobers him up a little bit, which I would kind of assume. At which point he will work with the two of them.
Okay, fantastic. Right. Make me a constitution check with advantage. And here's just so you know, here's how we're gonna do that. We'll say 8 to 12 is no advantage. You got a 22, so 16 would be 1, 20 would be 2, above 20, it's going to be a +3 to whatever the joint athletics check that Kaz and Piety make, right? To redo this.
Okay.
All right, you got an arm?
Okay, I got it.
All right, we got this.
Okay.
Just put me in a table somewhere, it'll be fine.
Oh my god!
Okay. No, that like I'll give you both advantage on this as well, because now you're coordinating your efforts, right? And so that with the +3, like it's not pretty, right? And
Oh my god.
okay, you've each got them under an arm. Piety, like your side's drooping a little bit more, right? And you can sort of feel that slipping again, but you know what that's like. You're able to sort of correct for it. Nim and Exidia, what you notice, right, is that a Yawning Portal staff member is approaching the three of them from behind, right? And this is a big individual, and they're clearly like coming in to try and help, right? As they do, Volo puts a hand on this individual's shoulder, right? And it's just like, no, let them do this. They need to.
This motherfucker.
Right, they need to take care
Maybe
of this.
the real friendship was
Right.
the people we carried along the way.
Right.
Oh my god.
Okay, so Corsonus is in bed. Right, we got one person in bed. It sounds like, Nim, you're just staying up late, continuing to party. Any more performance attempts, or are we done with those?
No, we're good.
Okay, we're good with those. Exidia, how about you?
Exidia has no plans to go to bed anytime soon.
Okay.
I will just stick it out and ride the downside of the hill with Volo and see where he winds up.
Okay. The weird thing, right, is like Volo just seems to keep ramping up.
Mm-hmm.
Like Volo's clearly in his element, right? It's not like anybody's counting how much he's drinking, but both of you just sort of marvel at like, oh, dude, this dude can drink. Like, this is impressive. Okay, Kaz, how about you? Calling it a night?
Oh man, fucking taking Corsonas upstairs.
Well, I'm going to be fair. I'm not going to be fair. Fair would be the other way around. I'm going to be nice, right? And it just so happens you got very lucky. Corsonus's room, like all of your rooms, are on this floor. So you don't have to worry about taking him upstairs or not.
Okay.
But, right, you've got him in bed.
Is
What?
is
It's late. It's probably 2 a.m. at this point.
is Mr. Never Ember here?
No, he's gone.
Okay, I'm going to go watch over Exidia and as well.
Okay, you're just gonna hang out with those two until that whole crew calls it a night.
Yes.
Okay, great. Piety.
Yeah, I'm going back down and hanging for a while.
Okay, you're going back down. How late is this party going? It's 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock rolls
That sounds
by.
about right time. That gives me
Okay,
time to rest,
great.
like 3 or 4.
Okay, great. So everyone's calling it a night at like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Okay, and so everybody's got to sleep except. Well, actually, no, that's not right. Exidia, you need to sleep.
Indeed.
Kaz and Nim, you both need 4 hours.
Trance.
Right. Piety, what are you doing?
I think I still have to like chill.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just chilling in the room, just sitting.
Okay, so you're going
Do we
back
have
to
our
your
own
room.
rooms?
Yeah, everybody's got their own rooms.
Yeah. I will make a point to like go knock on Exidia's door again and be like, "You want my extra pillow again? Are you alive?"
I'm fine.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good luck, night. And then we'll just like go sit, go journal, go read, go do whatever.
Okay. Yeah. As you are journaling or reading, you, Piety, you feel something unusual. Right? Your vision starts to close and you start to get tunnel vision, and that tunnel draws narrower and narrower until everything is dark. And then you feel it feels wet, and it's like bubbles seem to be rising, and you feel something you haven't felt in a very long time. You can't catch your breath. You're drowning. You're sort of coughing out little bits of air, and bubbles are escaping, and you're trying your best, right, not to breathe in, because as soon as that happens, it's over. And you're trying to hold your breath, but your stomach is now spasming and more bubbles are coming out. And then it's involuntary, but you can't help it. And you just take a big suck in, and water rushes in through your mouth, and all of your senses shut off. And then the first thing to come back is your hearing, and you just hear it's like music, right? And you start to gain some sensation, and you're seated in a chair, right? And you blink your eyes open, and you are in an office, and not like a nice office. It's like it's sort of appointed with that, like, there's like temporary walls that they make cubicles out of, and like that sort of garbage, right? It looks absolutely bare bones, basic, standard crap, right? And you're just sitting there, and there's a desk, but there's no one at the desk at least not yet. Right? And the door swings open, and in flies this tiny, cute little cherub, very fat, right? Very pink, right? Gold little wings. And it flutters behind the desk and looks at you, and then looks down at some sort of scroll and looks back up. It's like, oh, God. Listen, you've got to do a better job. This is bullshit. You understand?
Did I just drown? What the hell?
Oh, God. I can't. Look.
What do you mean? What are you looking at? I just thought I did a pretty damn good job today of saving people. Who are you? Where am I?
You think that you got a tiny sliver of divinity from the big boss, right? So that you could save a person or two? That's your definition of doing well?
No, I'm just saying.
No, sweetheart.
This was a good step towards whatever. I don't even know why I'm here. What? I'm very confused. If I could just get a little insight as to whatever the hell is going on, I'd appreciate it.
Sure. Turns out, when you were alive, you had someone in your life that both cared about you very, very much and also was a very pious person. And
Correct.
When you disappeared, they prayed so hard that you would come back and be safe that the big boss answered their prayers. Gave you this little tiny taste of divinity so that you could actually do some good in this world. And so here you are. Second chance. Not one that you earned. One that someone else begged for on your account.
Okay, that's a lot to process. It's not like I remember anything.
You don't got to worry about that. That's your past life. It's gone.
All right. So
worry about this life.
All right. So what would you suggest I do specifically?
Make this world a better place. And the way you can start is with this. Now get the fuck out of my office.
All right. All right.
You see this cherub like fly towards you and extend its hand forward into your chest, right?
Oh.
And it is like being hit by a truck, right? And you fall backwards, and you are falling, and you're falling, and you're falling until you fall back in your chair, in your room at the yawning portal, right? You've just tipped over in your chair, right? And your hands are across your chest. And when you unfold them, you have a book. And you know what that book is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What
and
the fuck?
We are going to call for break right there.
Adam!
Let's do 15. Oops, that's the wrong thing. We are back. Morning-ish comes. I would like Corsonis and Exidia and Nim to make me Constitution saving throws, please.
I'm assuming the bear's endurance is one.
Yeah, Bear's endurance is worn off, but right. Corsonis and Nim, you're definitely hungover, right? But not an entirely new sensation, and not anything that is so significant that it will be remembered as a hangover of note. You're just hungover. Exidia, on the other hand, you're a little confused as to why you feel so good this morning. Just weird. You consumed a significant amount of alcohol. You've done that before. You've been hungover before. So you sort of have some general idea of what to expect. The thought does occur to you, right? Have I consumed that much alcohol since these crystalline protuberances have grown? And just an observation that you make. Kaz and Piety, Kaz, you come out of your trance. Piety, you've had a night. So why don't you explain a little bit about what your morning is like as you hear the yawning portal outside your door beginning to come alive?
God. Oh, so, okay. Probably just, do we have if there's been a specific table that we've tended to stick around in the time that the gang has been here?
There isn't, right? But the good news is that other than staff, and a couple guests, this isn't a massive inn, right? They do have some rooms, obviously. But given how large the place is and how few people are here, it's pretty easy to locate other individuals.
I'll just look for any one of the gang I can find if anyone else is waking up at the same time. The elf gang.
Okay. Kaz, are you doing anything? Well, actually, let me ask everybody. Anybody doing anything particularly special or out of the ordinary this morning?
Just eager to locate Volo.
Okay, so it sounds like you're probably out in the common area pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Corsonis?
I need a priest. I think I'm dying.
God damn.
No, otherwise I am. There's nothing special. He's just head down on the table. His little bat is crawled up on his cheek with his front legs. Hey, you okay in there?
Fantastic.
I'm going to massage his shoulders and cast Enhance Ability again.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Oh.
You start to feel a little better. Kaz, anything in particular or just joining the crew?
I'm just joining the crew. I'm
Okay.
I'm trying to balance a ball bearing on my dagger.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm a dex. I gotta see what the fuck I'm doing, dude.
Okay. I like it. Let's see that. Let's see a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I'm imagining just dink, fuck.
27.
All right. Oh,
He's-
damn! What the fuck?
What is going on, Oni?
Okay. You tried a couple times and everyone's looking at you like you're insane, right? And then on like the sixth or seventh try, like you're moving the dagger back and forth, but pretty gently, right? And it's that ball bearing stays up there just long enough that everyone else at the table, their eyes start to go wide with like, holy shit, is he actually doing this? And then it falls.
Yes. Good attempt.
Yeah, I'd say real good attempt. And Piety, how about yourself? You just joining the crew?
Yep. Just kind of like appears at the table, just sits down, flops the new weird book on the table, and it's just like, and just puts her head down on the table.
Okay. So you are assuming a similar position to that of Corsonis. Got it.
Big time.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't do it again. But I'll just start rubbing your shoulders too.
Fantastic.
No, I'm good. I
You know-
think
You know what you need? Some greasy food. They had steak, egg, and cheese
I don't-
bagel here.
I'm not hungry. I'm good. I'm fine. Just steak, egg, and cheese.
Fucking thinking about fighting you, Oni. Okay, so as you're all sitting around the table and Corsonis, you are alternating between feeling pretty ill and oh wait, like yeah, I think I might be feeling a little bit better. Piety, you feel like shit for a variety of reasons, but Nim rubbing your shoulders like helps out some, if for no other reason than oh well, like at least there's somebody here who gives a shit. Like I'm with people that I, you know, Chaz, you're stunned at how quickly you've made progress in this seemingly impossible task of balancing a ball bearing on the tip of your dagger. And Exidia, your anxiety is just growing and growing with each passing moment, right? That you have seen the absolute last of Volo. And that is when out of the back, right? Fresh as a daisy, right? Smoking an incredibly fat cigar, right? Volo comes striding out, right? And in a particularly insane maneuver, right? As he approaches your table, right? And he has a pep in his step and, you know, eyes are shining brightly and a glow to his cheeks. He pulls this giant cigar from his mouth, reaches into his coat, pulls out a small little box, opens it, takes a little pinch of some brown powder, which, just to be clear, just snuff, right? And then does a snort of snuff in each nostril and closes the box, puts it away, and puts the cigar back in his mouth. It's like,
Adam, is this a man you know?
this is an amalgamation of characters that I have consumed beverages with.
Okay, so it's not Pablo Escobar.
No. So he says, well, wonderful evening, an excellent way to kick off our celebration and to continue our relationship, but now it is time, dear friends and rescuers of Rainier, for you to reap your due rewards. All preparations have been made, and everyone is waiting. Please, if you'll follow me. And he strides confidently out of the yawning portal. And I am
Pick up
Right.
everybody who's slack him and drag them.
okay. Fantastic. And you are headed north. And I don't know, we'll say it probably takes you about an hour, right? Maybe a little bit more, but that's not really indicative of how long it would normally take. Volo is sort of kind of doing a tour guide thing as he's traveling, but clearly, like, the person he is most interested in hearing, in making sure that they hear his spiel, is in fact Volo. So he's not really focused on any of you right now. But you can take in some interesting facts. He's clearly, is well versed in the lore of Waterdeep. He does remark at one point that he understands there is a rumor, right, that two of the masked lords of Waterdeep, right, are in fact mind flayers in disguise, right? And he knows this to be true because he's the one who started the rumor.
Okay.
And eventually, let me put you guys on here first before I open it up. You continue to walk north and a little bit to the east. And eventually, you arrive in Troll Skull Alley. And when you arrive there, I should probably grab him too. When you arrive there, as you I gotta put myself on there. Hold on. As you come up through that southern entrance, can people see things, or do I need to fix lighting situations?
Seems like
Actually.
it's being wonky.
You can see.
I am in darkness.
All right, let's
I
do
am also
this.
I can see my
blind.
token, and that's it.
Yeah,
I can see
my
myself.
Yeah.
Oh, I can
Oh,
see
there we
everybody.
go.
Yeah,
Now
I mean,
it's
it's
all-
daylight and you're outside, so there's no reason we need to worry about dynamic lighting here. Okay, so you've come up through this southern entrance, right? And sort of along like this corner and sort of tucked into this nook here, right?
There are a bunch of name tokens that I don't know if we're supposed to see.
It's fine. You'll meet all these people. I do have let me see what layer I'm on here. I see what the problem is. I do have 2 of Volo. Let me get rid of one of these. Let's see. I am having some computer issues here. Interesting. You all can see the alley?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Then I'm not going to worry about my computer issues. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so for the time being, right? Interesting. in this corner down here, right, what you see is a rather small ragtag sort of band that starts playing. They're not very good. They're sort of out of tune, right? But it's, sort of standard band fare. And leading the way is, let's see if I can populate this for everybody, because he's maybe my favorite character ever, right? Is a certain Mr. Has that popped up for everyone?
My
Oh
God.
Hello.
This
Sounds
bit is
like that.
insane.
Is this art from the book?
It's art from the book. I did not make this up. It's
Are
why
you
it's one of my favorite
Fucking
characters.
kidding me?
Yeah.
I
Right.
need that talk
Can we
today.
get a bigger picture?
I will
If
try
you
and
want to
find
see,
one.
if
You
you,
can
if you
zoom
want
in.
a bigger picture, you can Google Zardoz.
Yeah.
I
I'm begging
have
you
you
to
all
Google
never heard of
Zardoz.
this movie?
No.
I'm begging you to Google Zardoz.
Oh,
We'll take a moment.
Oh my god,
This
I
movie
can't be
is
serious.
fucking wild.
Who the fuck is this?
That is Sean motherfucking Connery
Right, literally wearing that outfit minus the hat.
I
with a gun. With
Yeah,
a gun.
there you go.
With the
The
gun.
gun is very important.
Yes.
Okay, in the boots. Kind of ate. Kind of ate.
Yeah. Love this guy.
The fact that somebody put this man in the book. Oh my god. This is
Yeah. Well, and Ted,
Mwah.
what I really appreciate, right, is I assumed that if anybody had seen the movie or had known about the movie, that it would be you, right? And I feel so good about myself, right, that upon seeing this, the first thing you had to ask was, did this come from the book? Right? Because the other half of the unspoken part of that question is, dude, did you fucking do this?
I accidentally learned too much about Zardoz, and I'm trying to delete it from my memory. I'm sorry. I'm
worries.
sorry,
Yeah.
Adam.
No worries. I trust everybody, right, that we can play the right way. The other absolutely fantastic fact about Mr. Zardoz Zod is that Max and Ted and myself, this is not our first encounter with at least Zardoz Zod artwork. There's another version of his artwork that we have seen before, because the other version of the artwork is that picture of Panrin. Right?
That actually came up. That
Yeah.
came up when I was searching.
serious.
Yeah, it turns out, right, that's where where at least one instance of the Panrin artwork is a rendition of Zardoz Zod. So this gentleman, right, is the band leader.
I'm losing my mind.
Right? And there's a smattering of applause from the people that are out in the alley. There are two individuals, right, that seem way overdressed, right, for this particular event. That would be these two individuals over here. And we'll meet them in a second, but you can clock them immediately as like, wow, that's awfully showy for just being out on the streets of Waterdeep. And you can tell just by looking around in this alley, right, that it's sort of a nice, like, mixed use location. There are some private abodes, and interspersed amongst those are places of business. And some of those business people, right, have stepped out in front of their businesses. Some of them are applauding. Some of them are just sort of looking on, hopeful that this will bring additional traffic. Others are looking on, grumpy, right? That this is disrupting what they would anticipate as their normal traffic. Volo seems indifferent to all of it, right? And Rainier and Floon are also here. I'm not going to bother dragging their tokens out right now. And Volo makes a big gesture to Zardoz. And Zardoz motions to the band, and they stop playing. And Volo takes a beat to make sure that everyone's eyes are on him. And Kaz, you're probably the only one who can notice it, right? But almost everyone's eyes are on him. Well, actually, everyone's eyes are on him, but one individual's eyes, this individual right here, right? She rolls her eyes and looks at this individual, but then sort of refocuses, and Volo clears his throat. Well, it was a dark day in Waterdeep when the crime syndicates teamed up together to kidnap not merely a citizen of Waterdeep, but one of the best among us, one of the nobles of Waterdeep. And before any of Waterdeep's numerous peacekeeping forces could even be bothered to figure out what was going on, who should come to the rescue? Volo. That's who. I clocked this disappearance almost immediately, and with no time to lose, put together a crack team of individuals to both assess and then resolve the issue at hand. And was there ever any doubt in my mind that such a disparate group of individuals whom had only met hours before would be successful in such an important endeavor? Well, no, of course not. My judgment is and remains unmatched. I knew these were the individuals for the job. I sent them on the job. And as you can see, and he gestures at Rainier, they have succeeded and done an exceptional job. Both Rainier and Floon, of course, are back with us, healthy, safe, and happy. And as promised, my dear friends, it is time for your reward. And he makes a big sweeping gesture towards this building right here. And he motions for all of you to move a little closer.
Oh shit. Guess I'm gonna ooh, my bad. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Adam, could you move me?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I will go right up to Volo.
Well, you've done such excellent work, and although I had initially hoped that I might employ you as a sort of secret information gathering and problem solving force for my own endeavors, I cannot keep such a talented team from the rest of Waterdeep, the city that I love so deeply. So I have arranged to sign this property over to you so that you might have living quarters or headquarters or reopen it as a tavern, whatever you feel would be best. Well, there's no if. Rainier, Never Ember, in thanks for the harm that you put yourself in front of and betwixt to rescue both him and our dear friend Floon, has agreed that he will pay the fees necessary to once again make this building habitable. Right? And it's at that where your focus once again is returned to the building, and it's sort of the definition, if you know what this phrase means, it's sort of the definition of a building with good bones. Right? Like, it's a beautiful, like, 3-story building with sort of a porch on the front and a porch up on the second level, right? And there's this sort of turret / tower sort of thing, on the sort of north end of it, right? But they've opened the front doors, right? And they've clearly pried some planks off of the windows, right? Along sort of the ground floor, right? And if you look up at the second floor, right, it looks like some of those windows have been broken, right? Outside one of the windows, I'll send you an image of this later, but there's 3 red triangles, right, that are painted, some like a graffiti tag, and the 3 triangles they fit together to form a larger triangle, right? And there's other graffiti around, but there's a couple of that weird triangle looking thing, right? And as your gaze comes back to Volo, he continues. So yeah, well, we tried to have it ready for today, but it's more work than just today. But 2 or 3 days, and the living quarters on the second floor, right? There's 2 or 3 rooms up there that are livable, right? A day or 2 will get the rest of the place in a livable condition, right? And Rainier has graciously volunteered to cover the costs of that. And should you decide that you would like to reopen Troll Skull Manor as a tavern or any other sort of business, obviously that will require a much more extensive renovation and will require significantly more funds. And that is where our dear friends, the Castellanters, come into play. Allow me to introduce Amalia and Victoro Castellantes. They are of the famous banking family here in Waterdeep, and they have graciously agreed to loan you all the amount necessary to start up a business on very, very friendly terms. And with that, Amalia sort of steps forward. Well, doesn't sort of. She, in fact, steps forward and motion, like, gives a little wave of the hand towards Volo. And Volo shuts up immediately. Right? And Amalia just says, well, when we heard the news that a noble of Waterdeep had been kidnapped and rescued by the time we had heard about it, Victoro and I were aghast. We simply can't have and cannot abide that sort of brazen crime on our streets. And have individuals such as yourselves, well, it makes Victoria and I sleep more comfortably at night, knowing that there are still good people out there that are willing to risk life and limb to protect individuals such as ourselves. And as a result, we thought, how could we contribute to your future endeavors? And as a banking family, we thought, well, we could certainly help finance some of your endeavors. Now, we realize that this all comes as a bit of a shock to you, so we'll certainly give you some time to make a decision. But should you choose to renovate Trollskull Manor so that it can be used for any sort of business, we have a crew ready and willing to begin work. It will take them approximately a 10-day to get everything done. You'll be able to maintain residence here while that goes on, the cost of which will be 1,000 gold, plus another 200 gold, which will need to be paid to various guilds immediately. And Victoria and I are happy to loan you that amount, and we can loan it to you in with various terms. If you prefer, we can loan it to you interest-free with a simple clause stating that we can recall the loan at any time, at which point you'll have 90 days to pay the full amount. Or if you prefer, we can go with a more traditional loan where so long as you pay the 15 gold interest every month, well, the loan can last forever as long as you make that minimum payment. Anything you make in a month over that 15 gold will go towards reducing the principal. We think we know it's highly unlikely that you'll find terms more beneficial than that from anyone else in the city, but it's our way of thanking you for putting yourselves on the line. And to further demonstrate that fact, and she turns to Petunia and says, we've purchased all your debts from the various guilds. So you are once again free to begin or restart your business. People need intoxicants of all sorts. It's a rough world, and it's a fine business to be in, and it's disgusting that the guild would prevent a businesswoman from engaging in honest trade over mere coin. So, as I said, we've purchased that debt, and pay us back as you can, when you will. There's no rush. Nim, we've tried likewise to assume some of your debts, but have thus far been unsuccessful, and have met with some hesitation. We're not entirely clear on why, but we wanted to let you know that we are making an effort on your behalf. And in terms of effort, Kaz, Victoro made a very strong push to have your brother Jax released from debtor's prison under our reputation, but turns out he's been released already.
Huh? You said already. You're released already.
Yes, we're not sure how or why or to whom. Usually, the way a debtor's prison here in Waterdeep works is you either work off the entirety of your debt while in debtor's prison, right? Or some individuals, as we were prepared to do for Jax, sometimes you can find another individual who will assume that debt under certain conditions. We were hoping that we could do the same, but hard to do when he's no longer incarcerated.
So you're okay. You're telling me my brother he's free out of jail, and nobody knows who paid his debt?
Well, not nobody. Someone surely knows who paid his debt. I'm just saying neither Victoria nor I, nor presumably any of the individuals here, know who paid his debt.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
Are you okay?
Well, it wasn't fucking me, so who did it? Okay.
Victoria chimes in, right, and says, don't know, but I'll keep pressing my contacts to find out. You don't seem happy that your brother's out of jail.
I'm happy. I'm very happy. It's just that he's out of jail and he says nothing to me. Where's my brother? That's what I want to know. I've been saving every fucking coin I got just to even try to bail him out as soon as possible. And he gets out and he doesn't even send a message or anything. I've been fucking worried about him for the past couple of days. I was hoping this would be my big break, and now he's out. But I don't know where he is.
Well, stay strong, Kaz, and I'll continue to look. And Amalia chimes back in. Yes, I'm sorry that we were only able to have a complete success for one of you, Petunia. We still hold out hope for you, Nim, and Kaz. At least we're able to bring the good news that your brother is out of prison, and hopefully he will be in contact with you shortly. As for now, would you like to take a tour of the alley or a tour of the house? Volo interjects and is like, well, let's have them sign the paperwork first and make sure that everything is good and legal and that they have fully assumed ownership of their just reward. Yes? And he looks with a beaming smile at all of you.
Yeah, that seems fine.
Yeah.
With that, Volo gestures to my man Zardoz, right? And the band kicks up again, right? And there's a round of paperwork going around. While
Can I contact my lawyer?
right. Okay. What?
He's coming from Saltmarsh. So I
Right.
just need to finish that joke.
You son of a bitch. Right. While this signing ceremony is going on, from let me see where I am here. Yeah, from all the way from the western end, right, of the alley, right, come marching 3 individuals, right, all of them wearing robes of various muted colors. They're not like matching at all or anything. One of them's carrying a staff, clearly. Unclear if the other 2 have any weapons about them. When they get about there, right, they sort of slow down and they survey the group, and the one with the staff up front says, Corsonis? Corsonis!
Who's asking?
Step forward, please.
Sure, yeah.
Present your badge, please.
Who are you? But I will reach into my robe and do so.
And what you present is just this like paper receipt, right, for the paperwork that you have submitted, right? And they, where did this go? They pull that from your hand, right? And they give you a it looks like a badge, right? But this is clearly like it's not even metal. It's like a patch, right? It's certainly more substantial than the old like piece of paper that you were showing people, right? And now if I have done this correctly, you should see something in your inventory called a Force Gray amulet.
Yes.
Okay. And I will allow you to decide whether or not you want to share that with everyone. Or if you just want to rock your new amulet. Meanwhile, these three, after making the exchange, they're fucking off. They're walking back to the west. They don't want any part of any of this nonsense. Right? And not, to be clear, you don't get the indication it's because they clock any of this as nonsense. They don't clock any of this as anything. They got shit to do. Like, they checked this item off their list, whatever the next thing on their list is, they're going on. Like, they don't even notice Zardoz. That's how focused they are on their, they don't notice someone in a red diaper and red suspenders. Like, that's just fine by them.
Say, how can you not notice that?
Right.
It's like New York.
Right.
That's so true.
That's very valid.
Yeah, that's a very good call. Okay. So while that's going on, right, and let me know if you have any questions about that, Ted, because obviously, like, I typed that up, so it could be all fucked up, right? But if that's the case, we'll figure it out.
Understand it? Yep.
So, Vola's like, well, this fine piece of Waterdeep infrastructure is now officially yours. Please go in, have a look around, and as you do, perhaps you can consider whether you would like it just as a personal headquarters, or if you would like to open any sort of business from there. And if you like, you can ask your business neighbors what it's like to do business here. Do mind the odor. We did our best to open it up and air it out, but it has been closed down for quite some time and a bit musty and some vagrant issues. But no more now that you are the proud owners of this fine establishment. So, your options, you can either head in and check out Troll Skull Manor. You can wander the alley a little bit first. Or if you have further questions for Volo, the Castlelanters, Rainier, Floon, all of these are options, at least that I can think of. You're also just on the street in Waterdeep. If you've got other things you would like to do, by all means, let's hear it. What's the plan?
Well, dude,
I think-
sorry, go ahead.
No.
This is not exactly what I think any of us were expecting.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry.
I'm sorry. I meant to pull everyone aside first.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Give us just a moment to discuss.
Oh, yes, of course. Proud homeowners often get weepy, I understand.
Oh,
I don't think this is what any of us were expecting when they set a reward.
yeah. You know, I wasn't expecting a fucking building that comes with more responsibility. I was just expecting cash.
Yeah, I was just, yep. Cash would have been good. I mean, I'm not complaining, but like,
Do you think he's one of those, like, you know, invest in yourself type of people, where like I think there's something going around called I'm not gonna make that joke. You just fucking I appreciate it, you know, I don't.
I'm serious about the pool. I hope they have a pool.
I'm sure we can make one if we need to.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
I
What-
say we roll with the punches. It'd be nice
Yeah.
to have a place to stay.
So like, are we gonna like turn this into anything, or are we just gonna live here? Or it's just like,
Well, if we turn it into something, then we're actually going to be incurring more debt with the Castle and Tears, and I don't think that's exactly what anyone had in mind, is it? Right?
Yeah.
He's like visibly sweating.
Yeah, I mean, let's just let this let them finish their renovations, and then we have a nice place to stay and gather and plan and safe house of sorts.
y- yeah, I guess. So I got first dibs on the room, right? I think I don't know how this works. I never really.
There's only like 3 rooms, he said.
Is there? Oh fuck!
well, I mean, we can rearrange walls if we want. It's going to be our building. It's just
It's like a lot of gold going into this. All right. I'm sorry. Oh, this is actually a very inconsiderate gift that he gave us.
Well, if we turn it into a tavern, then it'll at least be theoretically making money for us while we're not in it, which would be, I mean, pretty good, but that would still require hiring staff and signing on with guilds, and also ensuring that we're not encroaching on any neighborhood economical disputes or such, which might, I mean, theoretically, hiring we perform well and do well as a company, then we could uh, take care of the debt pretty quickly, supposedly.
I mean, yeah, that would just be like working towards taking care of that. I mean, I'll leave it to the group, but like, I'm not interested in being a business owner.
well, I mean, right now we more just have to decide, do we want the building? Not we don't have to decide what we're going to do with it right now. Just
I
Oh.
don't think we have a choice. Didn't
Oh,
we
yeah.
already sign the paperwork?
Right. I was just going to say, I got news
Yeah.
for you. Like, y'all have signed the papers, right? So I mean, I am willing, right? If you want to have a discussion about whether or not you want the building, right? We can play a little fast and loose with the time here, right? But at least as the current timeline goes, oh no, the building's yours.
got it.
I mean, I'm fine with getting the building. I just I don't know about turning it into a business of any kind. I think
Yeah.
having it as like a keep for ourselves.
I don't. I was very against the whole building in the first place, but like we own it now. I thought it would be cool to start a business. It'd be a little interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I suppose.
y'all are more than welcome to.
Volo at this point sort of pokes his head into the group and he's like, don't mean to interrupt, but is everything okay? Is there some owner's remorse or something going on?
Oh,
Just sort of adjusting to the idea that we are certainly now property owners, mutually. Which,
Overwhelmed by the generosity of it, I see.
it also,
yeah,
we've
Mr.
only known each
Frugal.
other for a better part of 3 days, which is a short time to be going in on such investments together. So we're
Yeah.
getting familiar.
Please tell me y'all aren't like terrible roommates, because
I don't know.
I
You
mean,
got one guy who won't use fucking stairs.
So that means I won't
And the
be
floors
fucking
are,
sit
the bedrooms are
upstairs.
on the second floor.
Well, as y'all said, we can renovate the whole place.
Honestly, when I was thinking about this, all I could see in my head was the scene from Ghostbusters where they're looking at that firehouse initially. Right?
This place is
And-
great.
Right. And
We
he
moved
comes
it.
down
This
the pole.
pole.
Right. Just,
Oh my god.
We should
We
stay
we
here
have to now.
tonight.
right.
We have to do it now. We have to.
Right.
We owe it. We owe it to ourselves.
I knew it. You know, I can definitely sleep downstairs. You know, that thing gave me really nice.
Well,
I'm gonna turn out
Mm-hmm.
from our little huddle, mostly towards the Castletiers, and
Mhm.
and just say, um, uh, we're grateful for your generosity and your invasive investigations into our financial lives, um, and we very well might be looking to invest in your opportunity soon, but I think we all need to take some time to better familiarize ourselves with the place itself and determine whether or not we find it suitable as a local residence or a uh, a business venture. If you wouldn't mind, how long would your offer be on the table?
oh, well, at least as of right now, there is no expiration date on the offer. We will certainly let you know if we decide that we need to impose one, but we are truly grateful for what you have done. Yes, for Floon, but for Rainier primarily, as clearly he was the target, and we presume we might be the next targets. And so, please take all the time you need. And we do apologize for any perceived intrusion in your personal business, but it was merely an attempt to free you to pursue that which your heart desires, as opposed to that which your entanglements necessitate.
Right. Now, with that in mind, does that mean I'll be no longer receiving these? And he'll draw out of his bag an envelope with an elegant red seal on it that when he lifts it up, he opens his hand so as to drop it, but it just sticks to his fingers.
Mhm. Well, not currently. We are working on that, but there have been complications. Well, perhaps a word in private. And at this point, Max, I will leave the option open to you. There's going to be a conversation, right? It's going to include things, right, from your backstory, right? And I don't know if you want that revealed in the middle of the street. And Amalia is certainly gesturing like, oh, no, like, let's have this privately.
I think he would take the opportunity to actually have this conversation in private.
Okay. I'm going to drag you into the Whisper channel.
Sick.
Let me.
get the grilled onions on a steak, egg, and cheese bagel. That explains why it was.
Oh no, it was the grease. It was all the grease.
Yeah.
We was talking about D&D in here.
That's preposterous.
Oh,
I don't know where else I saw that, but this is the second time I've seen it, and I'm
Yeah.
just as angry about it this time.
That was on my timeline. That was so disgusting.
There's
The
no way
one-
this is real.
Where's the
Sorry,
one
I
where-
just saw Queen of Land, Air, and Sea is in chat, so
Wait,
I
is that
would
just a
take
fucking
exactly one
fish?
bite of all of these at least. I would try it.
Are you? So you're gonna grab that one with the fish in it and say, "Yeah, let me just." You're insane. What about the one with the olives? Where's
Oh
that one?
no, that is legit a thing you will see all the time in Germany. The fact that there is no head on that fish is weird because usually they leave the head on, and I am 100% fucking serious. I
Ted used to
grew
live
up in
there.
Germany.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
They will do that. They will stick an entire cooked fish on a piece of bread and just give it to you. It is repugnant.
If I ever go to Germany for some fucking reason, I will try and find this.
Oh, any restaurant will do it for you. Any restaurant that serves seafood
Why
will
is it
do it.
that?
And there is a lot of very beautiful scenery in Germany. I will admit that fully. The castles are literally like storybook. You can pull up pictures of Neuschwanstein. It's literally a storybook castle. Their
Is it
food
like-
is half delicious, half grotesque.
I want to know the reason why. Just straight up cooked fish, like basically like that, is a regular sandwich thing.
I wish I could tell you. I really do.
I did very much enjoy the Neuschwanstein chapter in the Ravenloft book.
I can't tell if this is like actually in the book or is this like a deep.
No, that's me
cut
completely
joke.
making up shit from some word I just heard Ted say 15
You said
seconds ago.
Ravenloft, and I was like,
Yeah.
you mean the fucking D&D setting?
Yep, that's exactly what I mean. Because that sounds like it should be a D&D setting.
I mean,
Oh my God.
it should. It 100% should. Hold on. Let me right click. Okay, you're not gonna let me right click. Fine.
You know what? Let's. Holy shit! Yeah, absolutely
That is
should. Are you kidding me?
Very pretty.
Let's call session here before we. With the time left, I don't know that I want to start investigating either the manor proper or the rest of the alley. It's just, I'm afraid that this last little bit will just get lost in the wash. So let's save that for when we have a little bit more time.
Okay.
And